Hello, and welcome once again to another live stream of SYWK podcast. And welcome, Hani Pasha, once again. I wish you a happy new year. In fact, it's already end of January, but welcome to the first live stream of 2023. But it's not actually the first live stream; it's the second live stream. So welcome, Hani Pasha. Then Darlene, hi bro, hi. I hope you guys are fine. For tonight's episode, I have four new stories which I am going to narrate. Okay, and if you guys have anything, please don't forget that the link is available. I am right now currently talking to you guys so that I can waste my time because I forgot to put the link in the description. So meanwhile I keep talking, I am going to paste the link in the description and I am going to save it right now. So here we go. The link has been saved in the description. So you can join in and you can share your stories. Yes, Hani Pasha, happy February. Dude, I don't even know where January went. Like, it was just like this. I think so 2023 is also going to be super fast. So let me know if you guys have any stories to tell. The link is available. You can join and then you can, one by one come and start telling the stories. Meanwhile, as I told you in the beginning that I have 4 new stories. Okay. And most of my stories which I get is from a website called as yourghoststories.com. So this stories also is from the same website. And normally what I do is when I am at work and when there is nothing to do, I go on this website and I keep reading different stories. And out of that, these are one of the scariest stories which I found. So yes, Hani Pasha is saying, shortest horror story when you try to imagine your entire life at once. Oh my god. Hani Pasha, I think so your vodka is still on. Is it on or you're dry for this year? Because this is something very deep and interesting line which you have told. So anyways, it's already 5 minutes. We have started the live stream. Now to begin with, first tell me if you can hear my voice clearly and also if you can hear the background sound. Okay, you can hear my voice, but I would like to know if you can hear the background sound because I have kept my other device on where there is some scary background music. So let me know. Once again, Hani Pasha is hi bro, hi, how are you, hi. Chill, man. I love Hani Pasha because he's always chilling and he's always high, but that's good. Anyways, I wish I was also high, but I was sleeping. The problem here in the Middle East where I'm staying is quite cold, and the minute I reach home, the weather is so tempting that I'm coming every day from work and I'm just sleeping. So now also I was sleeping. Just 20 minutes became I got up and I decided that let's go and do the live stream. Desmond's scary story starts after his water supply ends. Oh my god. Bro, if I am not lying, Again, the same situation. Okay, there is only one bottle left. Okay. And now I know that on my live stream, I'm going to finish this water. And dude, it is scary because this is the only bottle left. I need to go and get water after this. Bro, I'm quite surprised you still remember that. Anyways, Hani Pasha is saying I can hear God's voice. Oh my god, you're so high that you can hear God's voice. Is it God's voice or it is your inner voice, my friend? Oh, Hani Pasha is saying it's 0 degrees Celsius in Berlin. Here it is 13 degrees, okay, in the evening. But in the Middle East, we are not used to, the winters. So I enjoy the winters, to be very frank. But it is quite cold. I'm just shivering. I'm wearing a jacket also right now, which normally I don't. It's quite scary. Anyways, without wasting a lot of time, since people are still high and still drunk and still deciding what to do, I am going to narrate one story. Okay. So remember, if you guys have anything to share or anything you would like to, talk about in terms of horror movies or anything, the link is available. Okay. It is there in the description. Click the link and you can join the stream. Meanwhile, people don't join in. I will narrate my first story for tonight. And the title is, before I read the title, okay, he's share with us to Hani. Even I want to hear him. Oh my god. Hani is saying he's speaking in a different language. I hope so. You guys are really listening to God's voice. That's all I can say. Can't say anything more than that. But without wasting any time, I am going to narrate my first story for tonight. And the title is My Unknown Visitor. Okay. So the title is My Unknown Visitor. And here we go. I don't know if this would qualify as a true ghost story, but it certainly gave me a reality check. I lost my daughter back in 2004. Understandably, it was unexpected and it put me into a state of a shock. I always used to go to the cemetery and would just sit by her graveside, sometimes crying uncontrollably. I was so disturbed that my husband used to find me lying on top of her grave. I'm sure he thought I was losing my mind, which I felt like I was. One day, I was there and, as usual, was kneeling over her grave, crying to the point that my body was shaking. I felt something lay a hand on my shoulder. I looked up and saw a man standing there. He was rather short and well dressed. I had no idea who he was and what he was doing. He spoke to me and told me that I needed to get a hold of myself. My daughter was fine and my family at home needed me. He said all this in a very loud voice. I admit it was a bit scary the way he spoke to me and he was looking at me. I remember that I looked straight ahead, away from him for a moment before I turned back to ask him who he was. I was surprised by the way he spoke to me. But when I turned around, he had disappeared. I looked in every direction, but he was nowhere to be found. There was no time for him to walk off. He simply disappeared. It scared me so bad, I went to my car and left immediately. All the time checking to see if this person would show up in the cemetery or worse, my car. But I never saw him again. I was so wrapped up in my grief that I was neglecting my still living child. I had no clue how to honor the memory of one child without losing sight of the other. How did this man know all that? Anyways, it opened my eyes to how I have been treating my other daughter. I took my unknown visitor to show me what I was doing to my living child and how much I was hurting her and my family. And that was a story which I found on the website called as yourghoststories.com. So let me explain it to the people who have just tuned in. Okay. So the website is similar to the live streams what we do, but it's kind of a website where people come and share their experience. So you can't call this as a true ghost experience or paranormal experience, but it was a reality check to the woman who was sharing her story. So basically a woman, she had 2 daughters, and out of that, one of her daughter passed away, and the mother could not bear the loss. So every evening she used to go to the graveyard, sit there and just cry for her daughter. And in this process, she forgot her family, the rest of her family, the other daughter, the husband, her parents. So one evening, when she was at the grave, some unknown visitor approached her and told her that your daughter who has passed away is fine and you need to go back to your family. They need you the most. And immediately after this conversation, he vanished. She tried to even find out who he was, but she could not, and she never saw him again. And then she realized that what she was doing to her other daughter who was still alive, what she was doing to her family, because what actually happened was she completely disconnected with her family and she was only weeping and she was only crying because she lost her daughter. But you never know, and who was the actual person who came. It may be God, it may be a unknown visitor who did the good thing. You never know. Let me know in the comments. What do you feel about this story? Because I read the story and it gave me a creepy vibe. Plus, it gave me a message that, you don't need to so much also get engrossed in a person's death. Death, life is a part of the universe, and this is what we can do. This is what we need to understand. This is how we need to accept that that is just a part of life. So yeah, let me know, how did you like the story? Hey, guess who is here? Happy New Year, Alex. Happy New Year, bro. I hope you're doing fine, and I hope 2023 was great. Finally, I'm back. This is the second live stream of this year, and many more live streams this year. So Alex, I'm waiting if you have anything new to share. Okay, so please do. Anyways, I have 3 more stories. As I told, for tonight I have total 4 stories. Out of that, 1 I already narrated. So if Alex or anyone else would like to join in, please do join in and share something new and exciting. So let's go to the next person. Hani Pasha is saying someone is standing right next to me. Who is that someone? Girl or boy? Let's do a deep dive of the story. Oh, let's go a deep dive of the story. Okay. Sometimes I cry when I lose money while playing poker. Oh my god. What are you saying, Hani Pasha? Anyways, if Alex is still there, Alex is a person who always comes up with some crazy stories. So if Alex or anyone else is there, please do join in. Also, off topic, this is nothing related to horror or something, but I just wanted to tell you that anyone has watched Pathan movie, because I enjoyed the movie. I know it's off topic, it's a horror live, but I just wanted to appreciate and give credit to SRK and the movie which has been released, Pathan. I really love the movie and really happy and excited that it has collected so much of money and everyone is liking it, blah blah blah. Yeah, there are some people who don't like it, but that is their loss. Oh, Alex is saying I have a story. Bro, please do join in. I'm waiting for you. So once you join in, once you tell your story, then I will narrate my next story. Okay. Anyways, my next story is also from the website called as yourghoststories.com. Sorry. And the title of the story is Watchman on Duty. This story, when I read, was quite interesting, plus sad, plus scary. So I thought, why not share this with you guys? So I'll be waiting for Alex to join in, and then after that, I will share the story. Oh, Alex, you tell me if you're joining now, or should I share the story and then you will join? Let me know. But meanwhile, Alex does not decide. What I can tell you is that currently all you can do to support me and to motivate me is like the stream. Okay, if you haven't liked it, I know most of you guys have liked it, but if you haven't, then please do like the stream. Then next thing what you can do is subscribe to the channel if you're new on my channel. And the best way to motivate me is to give me feedback, like what can I do. Yes, I am doing live streams, and I'll also be releasing episodes where I'll be pre-recording it and I will be adding some background music, so it will give you a good experience to listen to. What else? I'm also planning to do movie reviews, like a proper sit down movie reviews where I watch the movie and then I in detail talk about the movies. So give me suggestions, what can I do next in terms of creating more content which you guys want. And the only reason which I want suggestions from you guys is that if I do what you want, we both are going to be happy. So let me know. Anyways, I'll be waiting for Alex. Meanwhile, Alex does not join in. I will share another story. Okay. So the story is called as Watchman on Duty. Okay. I will narrate this right now. Okay. So as I told you, it's from the website called as yourghoststories.com. So here we go. In the late 1980s, our locality had a thin but a very brave watchman. He and his brother would watch the security of our houses at night. They both were honest to the core and brave of the bravest. Everyone in the locality loved them, especially that watchman. Although there were no such things as robbery and thief in our and other neighborhood localities, everyone felt a necessity of having a watchman both day and night. Night to be precise. Our locality had those two watchman brothers only at night because we did not feel the need for one in the daytime. The early 80s were comparatively very peaceful compared to the late 80s. Because in the late 80s, there was a sudden increase in theft, robbery, kidnapping, etc. All thanks to the media for glorifying the Mumbai underworld. Every roadside bully and the street gang started demanding and dreaming to become a mafia. The cops tried their best to check these matters and succeeded a lot. Yet, there were still a few of those wannabes who always managed to escape. Though no harm ever happened to civilians during daytime, the night always brought fear to the localities and a change of having a way with their misdeeds for those robbers. A few times, these robbers did try to enter the apartments, homes, etc. But the alert people and those two watchmen successfully fed them off. Days passed smoothly, tense free. Then one night, that very unpleasant, unthinkable and fateful thing took place. During a failed attempt at a robbery and fighting of the watchman, one of the culprits attacked the watchman. The culprit somehow got the upper hand and brutally killed a beloved watchman. It was really bad luck as the brother of that watchman was not present there due to his health issue. The injuries were so fatal that the watchman breathed his last then and there. This incident shook us all. A huge outrage broke. Chaos occurred everywhere. We all strictly demanded the arrest of those robbers and especially the murderer. After 2 months or so, the cops caught the culprit and presented them in court. All were given 20 years or so of jail imprisonment. Now here comes the second mystery. One is, after a few days in jail, one night, one of those culprits suddenly started shouting and crying for help. When the jail attendant asked the reason for his behavior, he cried and asked them to take this man out of here and please don't let him come here, pointing at one corner of his cell. The attendant checked the cell, but they could not find anything or anyone suspicious. The next night again, the culprit started crying and shouting for help. Upon asking, he repeated the same line which he had said last night. Just to make sure, the attendant checked the cell but again did not find anything at all. This happened continuously for the next couple of nights. And one morning, nearly 10 a.m., he was found dead in his cell. Later, it was revealed that the time when the culprit used to scream in panic was exactly the same time when he was brutally killed. And in the morning, it was the time when the watchman was cremated. Sounds very surprising, right? But it is true. The other thing is, whenever someone tried to rob a locality, it was not possible and they were never successful. Somehow they used to meet with an accident or somehow they used to get caught. We all believe that the spirit of the watchman still haunts and keeps a locality safe. He was a gem of a person and we miss him, and we know that his ghost still haunts the place, but everyone in our locality are okay with it. Thank you guys for listening to the story. So this was the story of the watchman on duty. Alex, I'll just get you in 1 minute. Sorry, I did not see you coming in because I was on another tab and I was reading. So Alex has joined in, but give me 2 minutes. Let me give you the conclusion of the story. So basically, who has just joined in, there was a watchman and he had a brother, and they were very loyal towards their people. And in the early 80s, when the underworld had got active, when a lot of robberies and kidnapping started taking place in this locality also, one night there were a group of people who tried to rob a house. But because of this watchman, it was not possible. He somehow caught them, but in that process, when they were fighting, the robber killed the watchman. Cut to when the robber, who was a murderer now, was caught by the police and was in the jail. Every night, everyone could hear this robber, the murderer, screaming and asking for help and telling everyone that please remove this guy from my cell. But when the guys used to come to check, there was no one. So eventually what happened was, they found the murderer dead in his own cell. And everyone connected the dots because the time he died was the same time when the watchman also died. So that was kind of scary. And it is a proven fact, as per this article, that the people who staying in that society still believe that the watchman still exists there. His spirit is still haunting that place. And whenever someone tries to rob that place or anything bad tries to happen, it is always difficult because something or somehow something happens and the robbers are never successful. So it's kind of scary and kind of sad as well. That is why I thought I would share the story. So let me know in the comments, how did you like the story. Hani Pasha is saying, Alex, what we need a good horror story, blah 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 blah. Okay, Hani Pasha is saying feel sad for the watchman. Okay, done. So the story is over. Now I am I am getting Alex. Okay, so Alex, I'm getting you in 3, 2, and 1.
Can you hear me?
Yes. First of all, Happy New Year and welcome back.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you.
So, how are you doing?
Good, good, good. I had visited India, traveled, had a
Mhm.
short break, came back,
Where
got
about in
back.
India?
I was in Mumbai, I was in Goa, I was in Hyderabad.
Oh, because I was
Yeah.
in Goa and then went to Gujarat for a
Ah,
month.
okay. I
So,
was only for like you can say 15 days. So, when you're in India, it's just running around. I did not get time at all to sit in one place. So, hop, skip, and jump, and I came back.
cool.
So, what is the story you have for us tonight?
Yeah, so this is from Gujarat.
Oh,
I told you I was in Gujarat for a month and there I met a guy. So he narrated this story to me.
okay.
So I was in, you know, a small town called Bhavnagar, and that village is quite famous for a local entity. Uh, in Gujarati, they call it as Mama. Okay, it's like a protector of that village or that area. So across Gujarat, there are multiple temples, okay, uh, which have this entity or deity they pray, or demigod, you can say. So once this guy went to Songad, the guy who told me the story, Songad is at least another 100 kilometers away from Bhavnagar, and they have a village, they have a temple built in honor of this entity, Mama. So again, they say it's a demigod. So you go and you pray to Mama, and whatever you have, you ask for, you'll get it in some time. So this guy, I think he was a little intoxicated, and just few meters away from the temple, he was just chit chatting with his friends, and then he saw something very tall, almost 15, 20 feet tall. There was an entity uh, draped in white cloth looking at him. So he was a little concerned, and he started going towards that entity. So the villagers said, "Don't go near him. Just stay away." And then he says that the entity took a jump. It just took a leap, and there was a wall, almost 15 feet tall wall. It just jumped and crossed that wall easily, as if it was nothing. So this happened, and this is the end of part one. He says few days later, when he was walking back home, this happened in his hometown. When he was walking back home, his wife was waiting outside for him, and then she could see that this guy is walking, and behind him, just few feet away from him, there is something walking draped in white cloth following this man, again 15, 20 feet tall.
Oh.
So she was quite scared, and then she when this guy entered the house, she until then she did not say a word, but when he entered the house, she said there was something following you, but the moment it saw me, it disappeared. And then they reached out to the elders and all. The elders said it's because he must have done something to offend the entity, or not intentionally but unintentionally. You're not supposed to drink and visit such places. So he
Oh.
was, yeah, he then he had to apologize, and ever since then he did not experience any paranormal activity. So it's that entity doesn't hurt anyone, but you have to still respect and stay
Oh.
away from that entity. They say
Obviously,
that
yeah.
it's very powerful. It's very powerful. It won't hurt you unless until you ask for trouble. It won't hurt you.
And this is what specifically like in that particular part of India or
Only
like
Gujarat. Only Gujarat. If you ask a
oh,
Gujarati, probably they will know.
okay. So it's just that you have to acknowledge the presence of it, but you have to respect it. You don't
Yes,
need to
because people
disrespect it.
pray to it. Yeah, people pray to it. So you should not do anything
Interesting.
that will disrespect it or cross the board, cross the line.
Yeah, I should not
with
cross the
this
line.
entity.
Yeah, that is.
There have been few instances. You can just Google about the entity. So
Hmm.
there have been cases wherein when you offer something to this entity, you have to continue doing it, because if you stop offering, then it will come to remind you that you're meant to offer. So people offer food. Uh,
Okay.
if your prayers are if your prayers are answered,
Hmm.
they will offer food, or they will offer
Is it
something which
something
this entity likes.
like there was a movie also which recently came from South? Uh,
Kantara.
Kantara. Is it something similar
No,
to
no, no,
that?
no, no.
It's not that, right?
No,
Because
not
that.
similar to that. It's different. It's completely different.
Okay.
You can Google about it. So the
Hmm.
backstory is in Gujarati, but I think you'll understand.
I will.
But yeah,
I also.
people say that you should not mess with this entity.
Hmm. In fact, you should not mess with anyone. That's the
Yeah,
first rule, I think so, which we should apply. Just अपना काम करो और खुश रहो. That's it.
yeah. But the best thing is it doesn't hurt you, like unless you ask for it. Otherwise, it's very calm.
Quite interesting. Something new from Alex. So I feel Alex never disappoints. Whenever you come, you have something crazy. And Hani Pasha is once again. I don't know if you. I think so. You just joined in. I just want to tell you,
Mm.
Hani Pasha is already high. Once again high with his vodka, and he could hear God's voice. That is what he told.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
read that. Yeah.
yeah.
He's-
So
Do you know him by any chance, or is your fan or something?
no, he is. I just know him from the live streams. I've always told him to join in, but I don't know. He's shy or he's always high. I don't know that. That is a question which we need to ask him.
Correct,
And
correct.
that is, and then he just replied saying, "I'm always high." So that is also something exciting.
Yeah, I can't read the messages, but yeah, yeah. Now I can see it.
Yeah, he just said he's always high. But anyways, thank you once again for joining in and sharing this crazy fact. You can say it's called like a fact, a story also, but it's a fact for me. I got to learn something new about this kind of entity. So hope to see you in my next live stream and many more live
Sure,
streams. Thank
sure.
you, Alex.
Have a great day. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. Take care. And that was Alex, and that was Alex. Hani Pasha is saying, I don't join because I'm always drunk. No problem, bro. Sometimes we need people to put some comments, entertain the chat as well. So, yeah. And guess who is back? Priyanka Salve. Hey, Desmond. Hey, Priyanka. Welcome 2023. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing fine. I did visit India, but I did not get time to meet Priyanka. But anyways, Priyanka is coming here to the Middle East soon, so we will be meeting her anyways soon. So Priyanka 2023 and you haven't joined the live stream. That is wrong. You're doing something wrong in life. Priyanka, if you have anything, please do join in. Just before you came, Alex joined in and he had something new, something different which I haven't heard. So, if you heard Alex's story, it's interesting. If you haven't heard, then once the live stream gets over, you can go and listen to Alex's story. But Priyanka, if you have anything, please let me know. If you would like to join in, if you would like to uh, share anything, please. I am more than happy. Or you can just be beside me. But without wasting any time, I would like. Yes, you missed his story, but yeah, you can watch it later, no problem. If you're coming in, do let me know. If you're not coming in, also let me know. But without wasting any time, I would go to my next story. It's a short story, and once again, it is from the website called as yourghoststories.com. I think so I need to get paid because I am promoting this website from day one. But yes, so this is the title called as The Woman I Saw, and it has been submitted. And I will be taking the person's name as well, because towards the end of the story he has a question. The person's name is Ahmed Mohammed. Okay. First name is Ahmed, second name is Mohammed, or Mohammed Ahmed, I'm not sure what exactly it is. And this is a story from a Middle East country. And to be precise, it is from Dubai. So now I'm going to read the story, and towards the end of the story, I need answers from you guys, because it's a question. So here we go. The Woman I Saw. Friends, this story I'm going to tell you is related to a very scary experience I had in the year 2001. But before that, I never used to think that something exists beyond our imagination, and I'm not sure what I experience. Is it the reality or my imagination? So one evening when I was coming back from visiting my close friend, I saw an old woman sitting in the garden in front of a house. I thought it must be some visitor, and she was just walking around. As I started walking towards my house, suddenly my attention once again went towards the old woman. Now she turned her head towards me and started saying, "Come here, my boy, I want to tell you something." I thought she was joking or she was actually mad, because when she said that, she started laughing at me. I thought it is better to ignore her and walk home. But suddenly, something made me look back towards the bench on which she was sitting, and then I realized no one was there. I quickly tried to search her in the garden area, but I could not find her. Now I ran and I went home. But the minute I reached home, I was down with fever. And I was unwell for almost 3 days. I never spoke about this to anyone, as I know no one would believe me. I told my best friend, and he told me that I need to see a psychiatrist. I'm not sure what I witnessed or what I experienced, but I very well know that I had seen the old woman sitting there, and she called. She kind of spoke to me. She told me, "Come here, boy, I want to tell you something." I clearly remember that night, and I cannot forget that. That's why I'm submitting this story on this website, and I would like to know what I experienced, what I felt. Was it something true or just my imagination? Oh, so this was the story. Now I would like to know your feedback. Okay, what this guy has gone through. Is it true, not true? To begin with, I will tell my point of view. So the thing is, we cannot judge, to be very frank. If he has gone through that, he has gone through that. If he has experienced something, he has experienced something. And I believe, remember one thing, whoever is listening, that whoever shares their ghost stories anywhere on this platform or any of the platforms, some people will obviously not believe because it has not happened to them. And some people are just like, ghost does not exist. But with who it happens, and only they know, what they have gone through. So yeah, this is what I believe. So let me know in the comments below, what do you feel? Do you believe what this guy has experienced, or you haven't? So let me know. Oh my god, Alex is going to sleep. Good night, Desmond. No problem, bro. I thought you would be waiting. But anyways, no problem. I know it's past 12 and it's quite late, but no problem. You can sleep. Anyways, I have another story which I will be narrating, and then even I will be ending the live stream. The last story is kind of long, so I'll be narrating it in another 2 minutes. But Hani Pasha is saying I consumed gin today. Bro, I have been chilling every night, my friend. I just want to speak to you once. I just want to speak to and see how you are in person. So whenever you are confident, please do join in. You don't need to even put your camera on. I just want to hear you. It's been a couple of months now. You have been joining the live stream, and you are commenting, and you are keeping the chat entertaining. So I really love to speak to you. Anyways, do let me know. I'm waiting. Let me know how the story was, because I feel it is true. He must have seen someone. Maybe it might be a real woman who might be, asking for help, or maybe not. But I believe him. And also on the website, you can comment and give your feedback as well. I even commented and I told him that, brother, it is genuine and I feel what you felt, and that's it. I left the comment. I gave the comment there. Hani Pasha is saying my stories are about life and they are scarier than a ghost story. Oh my god. Yes, I would love to hear that. Everyone, I feel, on the chat can admit that whatever Hani Pasha said and says is kind of true, and this is kind of deep, because I always believe humans are more scarier than ghost. Ghost will only make you scared, but it's the fear which will kill you. But humans can do such brutal things which not even a ghost can imagine. Just some time back, when I was narrating the Watchman story, the Watchman was a peaceful person, but the robbers came and killed him. So it's humans who are very scary. But yeah, bro, Hani, I don't mind listening to your stories. I'm always there. And people say I'm a good listener, so I'm there to listen. Anyways, it is 47 minutes right now. I'll be ending the live stream in exactly 1 hour 5-10 minutes. So the next story which I have, okay, is kind of long. So it's 4 paragraphs, but it's okay. Once I narrate it, you won't find it. Okay, so the title of the story is The Last Ride, taxi number 6949. Okay, so I'm going to narrate the story, and then after that we are going to discuss about the story, and towards the end, if someone wants to join and share something, I'm willing to extend the live stream. If not, if people are kind of lazy and just want to listen to stories, then I will be ending the live stream. So without wasting any time, here we go. The Last Ride, taxi number 6949. Delhi, India, 22nd December 2009. It was around 6 p.m. on a chilly evening. I was scheduled to meet with some friends for dinner at a restaurant around 50 kilometers away from my house. I called a cab company and booked a pickup at 7 p.m. There was no Ola or Uber in those days. Indeed, even smartphones and apps were unheard of back then. You either call a cab or you go out on the street and flag down an empty cab. I got a text message on my mobile phone with the driver's name, Manoj Singh, and the car registration number 6949. Then, exactly at 7 pm, I got a call from the driver. Wow, that's punctual, I thought, and went downstairs to find the cab waiting for me. The driver, Manoj Singh, was a man in his late 50s with grey hair and simple but clean clothes. After I checked his ID and got in, he told me that the ride might take a bit longer than usual, maybe around an hour and a half. Due to the foggy weather, it would take much more time. That was fine with me as I was scheduled to meet my friends only at 9 pm. 15 minutes into the journey, I noticed that Manoj had not switched on the meter. I said, "Uncle, you have not switched on the meter yet. How are you going to charge me?" "Never mind, sir. It's a free trip for you," Manoj responded with a smile. "What?" I responded with a puzzled look. He said, "Today is my last day on the job. I'm retiring tomorrow and will then go on a pilgrimage to all the holy places in India. This is my last assignment and you are my last passenger. I cannot take money from you," Manoj clarified. "No, uncle, this is not acceptable to me. We met only 15 minutes ago, so I cannot take favors from you for no reason. You are providing me a service, so I will pay for you for the same." "Beta, you called me uncle, and it is me who's asking for a favor from you. It would feel good for my last assignment was not for money. After all, 200 rupees won't make a difference for either you or me. So please don't deny me the chance to do some good," Manoj said. I simply could not argue with anything further. I leaned back in my seat and reflected on the fact that the simple man next to me had a bigger heart than the most well-heeled people. Then I started chatting with Manoj. He was quite generous and told me that he has been driving a cab for 35 years. Never once I have missed a pickup nor been on time, Manoj clarified. I started nodding my head in appreciation when I noticed that the watch around his wrist, an old worn timepiece, was not working. In fact, the hands were stuck at 6:45 pm. Bit ironic for such a punctual person to be wearing a non-functional timepiece. Manoj followed my gaze and understood the silence. He covered the watch with his shirt sleeves and said with a smile, "I know my watch does not work, but it was gifted from my father, so I always wear it. It is a lucky charm. Besides, we don't need to have a watch if you're always on time." I had to agree that indeed Manoj did not need to have a watch because he's always on time. We continued to talk as he drove on, and I learned that Manoj was a widower. His son was an engineer and he had just got married. His daughter-in-law was expecting, and so on. Finally, we reached my destination again on time. 90 minutes spent with a good man. I stepped out of the cab and said to Manoj, "It is a very rare experience to meet a good person like you. I know you won't take money from me, but at least you have to accept something from me as a memory of this ride. Please take this watch as a gift from your last passenger. I slid my watch off my wrist and offered it to Manoj. After some initial hesitation, he accepted my little gift. I thanked him again and said goodbye. Manoj drove off and I walked into the restaurant to meet my friends. About 5 minutes later, my phone rang and I picked it up. Sir, I'm calling from the cab company. We are very sorry that your scheduled pickup has not happened yet. We are arranging for another cab to pick you up immediately. A lady apologized from the other side. I was confused and I said, what do you mean? The cab had come to pick me and I'm already at my destination. The lady paused for a few seconds and finally asked, who picked you up, sir? I replied, Manoj Singh, the driver who was supposed to pick me up. I even checked his ID and the car registration number before boarding. She said, Sir, there must be some misunderstanding. Somebody else may have picked you up. Manoj Singh died in a road accident at around 6:45 p.m. today. He was on his way to pick you up when a truck collided with his car and he died on the spot. We have just been informed about his death. I froze and the phone slipped out of my hand. I understood why Manoj Singh did not take money from me. He did not need it because he did not realize that he himself was dead. But he was so dedicated to his job that he reached on time, he picked me up and he dropped me. Standing there in the air-conditioned lobby at the restaurant, I started sweating. Suddenly remembering something, I looked at my wrist. My watch was still there. Manoj Singh did not need my watch either. And that was a story. The last ride, taxi number 6949. Sorry, my bad. To begin with, I'm not sure if it is true. Okay. Hani is saying, how can I get a lovely Uber driver? Now you can get a lovely Uber driver, but I am not really sure if this story is true. But the only reason why I decided to share with you guys is to give you a message that not everything what you read on the internet is 100% true. Yes, the story is beautifully written, the story is beautifully constructed, and it's a nice story. But if you ask my point of view, I would not believe that, because if you die, okay, maybe Manoj Singh's ghost can come and meet you, but a ghost cannot drive a vehicle, come pick you up, speak to a person, and then just vanish. I don't know. Maybe if the story would be like if you would have come and spoken to this guy who's narrating the story, maybe okay, it would be believable. But bringing a vehicle, speaking to the person, taking the watch, and then the watch coming back to Manoj's hand is kind of little bit dicey. But you never know. I'm not saying that I don't believe it, but while reading it, for me, I can't believe it. But if it has happened with him, it has happened with him. Let me know in the comments, let me know in the chats, what do you feel? What do you feel about the story? But from my side, it's kind of not very, I don't kind of believe it, but yeah. Hani Singh, I think the passenger disappeared from the Uber pickup without paying the fare. Yeah. Maybe, and then he must have made up the story just to save his ass. Anyways, it is exactly 59 minutes and I am done. I'll be waiting for another 2 minutes. Let me know in the comments. There are 7 people live right now. I hope you have liked the stream. Okay. You have subscribed to my channel if you're new on my channel. And all I can say is that, right now I just need your support in terms of growing my channel, because this will motivate me. To be very honest, when I came back from my holidays, like, I was so in that zone of, holiday mood, that I did not uh, get that motivation to come back and do my live stream, to be very honest. But then I spoke to someone, I spoke to a friend, and she kind of motivated me, and that is why I'm here. That is why I am, doing this once again. But I will need motivation from you guys, and the only way to motivate me is that like the stream, share it with your friends and family, increase my subscriber count. That is very important, because it's been constant there. People are watching, like, there are some videos and episodes where there are 10k views also, but the subscriber count is not increasing. People are watching, but they're not subscribing. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because it will motivate me, and more content will be coming. Hani Pasha is saying, yes, he made this story up to hide the guilt. Yes, I think so. This can also be another point of view. Honey saying you should do live streams. Yes, 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 bro. I should do live streams. But the thing is, live streams are about interacting with you guys. Honey is always active. I love that about him. Alex is always there. But I want some people to join in and share some stories as well. So it's like a win-win situation for both of us. For me and for you guys as well. So I also tell my stories. And then I also hear a couple of stories from you guys, and it's a mixed thing. How long I'll be talking? I cannot talk continuously for 1 hour. I can talk for 10 hours, but I would like to listen to you as well. Honey is saying I will narrate one story next time. I'll be waiting, bro. I'm telling you now, I'm going to admit this. I won't stop my live streams, and this is a motivation. I won't stop my live streams till Hani Pasha does not come and share a story. And every time I am on my live stream, I will be waiting for Hani Pasha, and I will not tell him, but I will be waiting. He knows. Anyways, he's saying I will pass out anytime soon. Anyways, good night to everyone. I'll be ending the live stream in another 1 minute or 2 minutes. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. I have shared 4 stories. I'll be putting the time code very soon, so you can listen to it. And anyways, if you have missed it, I'll be also putting this into parts and uploading it, so nothing to worry. All I can say is thank you for supporting. Like the stream, subscribe to my channel, and always remember to chill and chill. Hani Pasha saying all the best, Desmond. Don't drink and fly. I am not drinking. Tomorrow I'm working, so I'll be drinking on the weekend for sure. And I'll be drinking vodka and only vodka. And I will remember you when I'm drinking vodka. Anyways, I'm talking nonsense, I'm talking shit. So, honey, you can go to sleep, and even I'm going to sleep now. So, thank you everyone for joining in, and it was another fun live session. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Hani. Thank you, whoever came in and whoever joined in, and just thank you for being a part of SYWK family. I will see you in my next live stream. Till then, remember, you're not alone. Someone somewhere is watching you. So happy haunting, and don't get scared. Love you all. Until next time. La